Hey guys, Jessica Damu here with another cool toy review, and today we're reviewing Elite Force M1A2 Battle Tank. This is super awesome. This is the back of the box. It's an enormous box. I've actually reviewed a tank like this some time ago, very similar, but they've done some major upgrades to it. And one of those is making it open up and firing a missile. So let's take a look at this super cool toy. So here we have the tank before us. I have 3 G.I. Joe scale action figures here with it. So you can see the huge size. This is 3.5 inches tall, 1/18 scale. So that makes this tank 1/18 scale. Looks very, very nice. This is one of the biggest toy tanks you'll be able to find on the market. I found this at Ross, a dress for less kind of place. They're a toy liquidator. Sometimes you'll find Toys R Us stuff there. Last time I saw a tank like this was about 5 years ago, and I bought it for a custom project that I was working on. And a friend of mine is helping me with that project. I said, "Hey, do you need one of these so you can build yourself one?" He's like, "Yeah, I do." So I bought it. Thought I'd better review it before we customize it. It's an absolutely amazing toy tank. Lots and lots and lots of detail. It's got rubber treads. It's beautiful. It's kind of got some shading to it. It's just wonderful. So we've got our guy here and a turret. It can turn. It's very kind of flimsy, so it's going to break at some point. You know, you can tell. It can break, move up and down. It's kind of got this shield so you can see. They should have made it out of a stronger plastic there, though. This compartment can close. So that's very nice. Got another guy in here. See, he's using this huge gun. There's 2 hidden buttons right here. First one's for the machine gun. You can just hold that down as long as you want. The second button is actually for the tank driving noise. So you hold it down for 3 seconds and it'll go continuously. Or you can just do it shortly and it'll only last as long as you're pressing it. This is a great sound of the tank moving and rolling over the battlefield. Running over soldiers. Now, before I get to the coolest features of this tank, I want to cover its one downside, which this was a downside 5 years ago when I bought the earlier model of this tank, which is that the treads don't really roll. We're grinding. As you can see, this is being pushed. It's not really going. Now, in order to actually make the tread roll, you've got to push down hard on the toy and press forwards. My 6-year-old nephew was able to do it with a great deal of effort. My 4-year-old niece was not able to make the tread go, and it was just going like that. And that is one of their downsides. You can make this better with some graphite, like you would use on soapbox derby cars. Just get some graphite, get it down in there, possibly open this guy up and see what you can access in there. I'm not sure there's anything going through, though. I think they're just singles. In fact, we can find out really quick. Here is my old one. Project's still being worked on. The inside here, yeah, there's no sense putting graphite inside and taking it apart. And just by comparison with the graphite, if I can make it work, it's been a while. Yeah, that one's showing. You can see how easy that tread is working right there. I'm not having to hold this thing down. This tread is slightly off kilter, so it's not going. But that's the same model as this tank underneath. So work some graphite in there and you can get this thing to actually roll moderately. It doesn't make it as good as it should be, but you know, you can get it close. So now for the coolest aspects of this tank. There's this cool hatchback here, and there's 4 missiles here. It doesn't matter which way you put in the missiles. the tank opens up. So whenever you open it up, it makes those noises. There's 2 little seats in here, some leg room, little monitors and things like that for the guy who should be in there working on filling the missile into the tank and firing it. Downside, you cannot close this with him in there. You will crush his head, which is, counterproductive if you want to win this war. But he does look quite amazing in there. So these pop out, and if you have little fingers, this is going to be easier than with giant hands. You push it down. This could take a bit of work. Sometimes it ends up too far here and you gotta dump the tank so that you can get it out. So there's a firing mechanism in here. You can see the missile in there. We've got 4 missiles total. If you lose them, you're out of luck. The tank can close back up after you take your guy out. And I don't have anything worthwhile to shoot this at, so I guess we'll shoot it at the wall. So this is the button. And when you push it, it will make noise. You don't have to have the missile in there for it to make noise. So you can see. Yeah. Satisfying. Wonderful, happy noise. So, this tank, absolutely great. Only downsides is this is going to break, this little gun, and the tread doesn't roll hardly at all. It's very difficult for small children to play with. You will have trouble with it. If it's just sitting and looking cool, you'll be fine. But to make it work better, get some graphite, work it in there, and you can improve it, kind of a third of the way of what it should be. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the toy review. This spins 360, just for the record. And please like, favorite, and subscribe as I post a new toy review nearly every day and an Army toy review nearly every Friday. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.